Aloha, it was wonderful seeing you today. Tell you what, I'm going to be your jam track for today, but I want to just talk for 2 minutes about these 3 types of ideas. When we play in major chords, whether we're playing in the key of G that has G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, F sharp, diminished, and then it resolves back to G. Whatever chord we're doing here when we're moving up our preference, even if it's in the keys of C, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and it resolves back to C. When we're using these chord structures, what we're trying to do is we're going through the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So rather than view these as being C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, or G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp G, or in the key of D that has 2 sharps as the 3rd and the 7th, D, E, F sharp G, A, B, C sharp D, without just memorizing where those are by knowing those notes, and then on the fretboard, what we can do is we can listen for interval spacing. So our interval spacings for a whole for our major chord in Ionian mode is always going to be the same. So when we play on this low G, the reason why I'm trying to influence having your fingers do these spider exercises is so you're a little bit more comfortable moving in whole stones. 1 3 1 3 1 3 2 4 2 4 2 4 2 4, and then moving in half steps 1 2 3 4 4 3 2 1. When we can do this collectively on each fret, that means that we basically can nail any note. It doesn't matter if it's the right note or if it's the same note that we're playing, but the fact that we're able to make contact with it and get all the notes out, that's basically where we move to. The next general concept is when we use a whole step from a G to an A to a B, which is a whole step, and then a half step from our B to our C, we're exhibiting the idea of playing G, G major, A minor, B, B minor, C, C major, so on and so forth. The way that we practice matters. So when we play 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, if we can hear going from 2 3 4 5 as being the next logical step, what we do is we basically pancake positions with our fingers to regurgitate later while trying to make melodies or individual note strains together, accent notes, which are actually called accidentals. When we put them together, they become these phrasings. And what I would suggest to the suggestible listener or the audience is to play a chord like a G major and then work on a 1 2 kind of. So G, G, A, G, G, A, G. Now this time do maybe 3 notes. G, A, B, G, G, A, B. Now try it backwards. B, A, G. See how the notes feel a little bit interesting? Now let's try 4 notes. Now 5 notes. 6 notes. 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 5 4 3 2 1. And what you're doing is you're actually putting yourself in a position to hear the tonic note, your G major exhibiting the G, B, and the D, the 1 3 5, and then you're hearing how the 2 fits over the top of that, thusly giving you, if you were to play that 2 over the top of a G, you have a G sus 2. So if I were to play a G and remove the low note, play back the G there and put the high A here, I would have, which is a G major sus 2, right? So all these chords have their different place. The reason why we're going to do a jam track today is because I'm just going to play the backing notes. So in the key of G major, we have 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 1 to 4, and debating whether this is a 5 or a 7. Let's just call it a 5 as the D. So G, A, B, C, D. We have G, C, and D in this. When we modulate or move to the key of D major, we've got D, E, F sharp, G, and A. So G and A are the ones we're going to be looking for, not the F sharp or the E. So I've got D going to G, D go to G, D go to G, D, then it goes to A. It's going to sound like this. That's in D. This one's in G. G, C, C, G, C, G. If we're going to do it in the key of C, we'd have C, F, C, F, C, F, C, G, C. So, what I'm going to do here about the 6:20, 6:30 minute mark, I'm going to do the key of G, then I'm going to do the key of D, then I'm going to do the key of C. Each one of these, try and improvise using a major scale. In the key of G is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. You can keep going with those and they go all the way up. In the key of D, we have D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Either way, the reason why I'm suggesting G, D, and C, when you play all these notes are the same exact notes that are in each scale. So you're going to be utilizing the open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, open, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. Every single one of those works except for this last string, which needs to be a half step down. And you'll hear why, because that note is going to be way out of place. So here we go. I'm going to go at the 7-minute mark with the key of G. Have fun. The next one's going to be D here. No, you can come on up. not going to make it a jam track for a student. The last one. This is going to be in C now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Alrighty. When you play along with all three of those, if you play along with those chords, your hands from playing through all four of those back after back will be hurting. But it builds muscles, and if you can make it through all that without your hand cramping up, great job. Try doing your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do over all those. So in the key of G, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, try them all with so when I'm going back and forth between there, try anything along those lines that has these notes that we worked on today, okay? If you have any questions, put in the comments and I will get back to you. I really enjoyed seeing you, and I'll see you next week. Aloha.